What's up, dudes and dudettes? It's your dude Sustrux, and I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about why I've been offline for a while and why I've been very inconsistent with my videos on my channel. Many of you guys have been worried about me, and I'm very, very sorry. I've really been very busy just trying to go and get a lot of things done, but it also comes with many different factors, but I can limit it to just a couple, really. They're just the main ones, so it'll just save you guys the trouble. Anyway, we're gonna get to one by fucking one, so let's go and begin. Dudes, there are 3 big reasons to explain my situation that has negatively and consistently affected my personal life and ultimately fucking up my life on YouTube, but I'm only gonna break this shit down to just one big ass reason for this particular video, just for the sake of time, and explain the other 2 big reasons in another video. So sit back, grab a drink, relax, and listen up, dudes. This shit's about to get real as fuck. So, 2 of the most common, overly used, and highly important things that at least 80% of the world uses on a daily basis for communication, business, and entertainment, the very things that most people just can't seem to live without from our modern technological era, and I don't have them anymore. Yeah, I'm talking about Wi-Fi and cable, dudes, and the story goes like this. A grandfather apparently got pissed off about the electric bills being too damn high lately in his opinion, but instead of turning off the electric like everyone thought he'd do, and by everyone I mean me, my mom, little bro, little sis, and my youngest bro, he surprised the fuck out of everyone by keeping on the electric, but hit us where it hurts. He randomly turned off the cable instead, which initially no one else seemed to give a fuck about. I kinda knew what this meant though in the very beginning though, but no one ever fucking listened to me. But regardless, let's get back to the story. We just basically did not give a fuck about a lot of shit, especially the cable, because everyone was just mostly Wi-Fi based, until the rest of them finally realized that by turning off the cable, that also meant that it also stopped access to the Wi-Fi entirely. So we had no Wi-Fi in the house since the cable and the Wi-Fi were both linked, and because of that, we didn't have shit afterwards. Oh yeah, I forgot. I almost forgot to tell you guys that I moved from my apartment and into my grandfather's house, but I'll get back to this later. So yeah. Anyway, back to the story. Now, as I was told after all this shit went down, that we had 2 electric bills owed for the 2 months that we were living there, between $210 and $280, that pissed off my grandfather so much, since it's normally about $100 lower than when he was there alone, and rarely ever goes over $200. But keep in mind that the only time that the bills would really skyrocket would be whenever the fuck my mom decided that it was cool to have small parties and hangouts at the house almost every other end of the fucking week, where another group of family or family friends and their kids would stop by and sometimes spend the night, which altogether that could be between another 3 to 6 extra people in the house, plus me, my mom, little bro, little sis, and youngest bro added, which oh my god, I can't really explain like how fucked up this is. This basically was like our main group. Our main group was only about 5 people, right? Along with a cat, which technically made it about 6 main people, since the cat was our family cat and shit. But then with the extra people added on to that shit, that's between 9 to 12 extra fucking people overall, which is very, very big if you're like in a small household and shit. So overall, that's too many fucking bodies in one fucking spot. Don't get me wrong though, at first this was fine and everything was cool, until we started losing all of our food too damn quickly, since we were always sharing, and me and my little bro continuously had to go and keep going back and forth to the supermarket throughout the day on bikes. Yeah, dudes, I said bikes. That was our only form of transportation besides walking for about 2.5 miles away. Always dodging cars and shit just to bring back groceries that would be eaten the fuck up within an hour, which is total bullshit. After getting it to the house, along with water bills being high as fuck since people love our shower and didn't want to get the fuck out within 5 minutes since they weren't the ones paying for shit, along with everyone using the Wi-Fi at the same time, keeping the big ass plasma and flat screen TVs and lights on all damn night as a form of night lights, along with my mom, both of my bros, and my sis doing the same shit, adding on to the problem and not giving a fuck about the bills until everyone basically left. Like all the visitors just left like by like Sunday or Monday or some shit sometimes. Anyway, with no one effectively contributing either except for my mom, since she's the one who wanted to move into my grandfather's house in the first place, me, whenever the fuck I can get something, and if I can't, I just go and try to contribute just by like cleaning up or some shit, or just doing shit that I really hate to do, but just for them. And family, friends, and shit, whenever the fuck they do remember, bills were especially going to be added up really fast as fuck eventually. So, yeah, not very good. So it's understandable why he's pissed off, since it seems that the man just wants his money owed to him whenever it's the first time he asks for it, with no bullshit behind it, and most likely didn't even know about all the parties and sleepovers and other people and shit. But it's to a degree, since what I was told obviously wasn't the full reason of his anger and forcefulness. Luckily, I'm an inquisitive motherfucker. I looked at the bigger picture and the words in between the lines and investigated a bit why he was pissed. So we're gonna go back in time for a little bit, dudes. From me and my immediate family's perspective, we just finished moving in the bitch about 2.5 months ago, going on 3 soon. We moved at the end of July and finally got all of our stuff from the apartment in the house about 3 weeks into August, all unorganized and shit. We had a lot of bullshit happening before and during the process of moving just to get into my grandfather's house, along with my grandfather deciding to tell us that we could rent out his house 2 weeks after moving into the apartment and creating my moving again in shit vlog video. Remember that, dudes? I was tired as fuck in that video. But anyway, though, this means that we basically just wasted a lot of cash and a lot of unnecessary time and effort moving around, trying to organize the limited help we had at the time and going by their schedules, along with tearing apart and boxing up our rooms all over again in less than a fucking month of moving out of our last fucking house even before the apartment. So we basically moved twice within the same fucking month, almost. That was like going from like our first house into the fucking apartment, and then we moved again about 3 weeks after that into my fucking grandpa's house. So that's a lot of fucking moving around and not too much fucking rest there, dudes. And then having to restart everything all over again. But anyway, though, I digress. Whatever the fuck that means. We had limited help since it was mostly family friends helping on and off whenever they felt like it. Limited time to move since the apartment's landlord was a shady bitch trying to kick us out way earlier than the Pacific time we were supposed to leave. All because she was trying to force us to stay and pay for another month in the apartment since she wanted more money from us, even though we already paid for that motherfucker for 1 month and left about a week and a half before the month was fucking over, along with having limited transportation, meaning more trips going back and forth to carry as much as we could into a small fucking car. Yeah, we were stuffing the fuck out of that bitch, dude. Like, we really didn't have too many fucking options. We had to do this shit as fast as fucking possible before 5 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon, because if we waited after that, everyone else was basically leaving around that fucking time. It was just me and our main group. Our main group of fucking 5 people. We had to go and cram the fuck out of all of our stuff and also cram the fuck out of ourselves along with the stuff and try to drive at the same damn time. You know how fucked up it is to go and consistently have to go and do that shit about 6 or 8 different fucking times within about like a fucking hour or two? It's really not fucking good. Especially not on the fucking back, dudes. It's really not good. But anyway, During the time in between, though, we didn't know until we first started moving into my grandfather's house that he still didn't completely move his stuff out of the fucking place. Like, my grandfather really did not move like all of his stuff out of the house we were supposed to move into his new place yet, knowing that we were moving in during that Pacific fucking week, which completely wasn't part of the plan at all. So while we're struggling and moving stuff in, my grandfather's team of movers were moving things the fuck out at the same damn time, which made things even more chaotic. Because number one, we had to always double check our stuff to make sure they weren't taking our shit to my grandfather's new place by mistake, which could have happened a couple fucking times. Actually, it almost happened a couple fucking times if we weren't too fucking diligent in grabbing our shit the fuck back again. Anyway, number two, we had to oversee all of the stuff that was supposed to be going to his house, his new place. Something that he was actually supposed to do well in advance before we even start moving in, which was also some straight bullshit. And all the stuff that he was leaving here, but never mentioned he was leaving in the first place until in the middle of the fucking moving process, along with us moving our shit in at the same damn time. So that's a lot of fucking moving around, overseeing, and a lot of bullshit that really didn't even have to fucking transpire in the fucking first place. So basically, we had to go and make room for all of our stuff going in and his stuff that would be left behind in the same fucking house, just because he didn't feel like taking it, but didn't want to tell us about it until we were actually like in the process of fucking moving in, which is still bullshit. Anyway, we finally got completely settled in by the last week of August. So fucking fourth week of fucking August, we finally gonna get settled the fuck in. So we're living in this bitch, and we actually have all of our shit in there from like our fucking apartment and stuff. We left nothing behind, not even a fucking crumb, dude. We took every damn thing from our apartment and stuffed the fuck out of the damn house the best way we could, along with mixing it with our grandpa's shit that he didn't want to take with him. And we got organized and such by the second week of September. So we basically unboxed and unbagged every goddamn thing we possibly could in the entire fucking house the best way we could and just started putting it up everywhere and just tried to fucking relax like right the fuck after. Which is still bullshit because we started finding shit like trash and stuff that we didn't even mean to take the fuck with us because everyone was just taking and bagging every little fucking thing. But regardless though, we got shit down and we got organized and such, which was awesome. And I finally got the chance to go the fuck to sleep without having a group of fucking dudes come the fuck down really early in the morning, like 4 or 5 in the damn morning, staring the fuck at me in my damn boxers and shit. You know how fucking odd and weird that fucking sounds just coming the fuck out of my goddamn mouth? And along with that, just remembering this type of shit. I have fucking movers coming the fucking in my goddamn room trying to go and take shit while I'm fucking sleeping. Like, it's about fucking 8 to 12 different dudes just staring at me and shit in my boxers. Like, holy shit, like, the fuck? Because no one ever told me, like, when the fuck they were coming in or anything. They just came in, like, whenever. So it was like, the fuck? Until it just became a fucking routine. It's like, okay, they're in here. I'm just gonna go the fuck back to sleep. So, yeah, it was just so fucking weird. They didn't do this to anyone else's fucking room except for this fucking lot, because I live in the fucking ground basement and shit. Well, actually, it's not even really a ground basement. It's a fucking wonderful basement that's split up into another fucking basement, which is even fucking more awesome and better than I anticipated. But anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Anyway, let's go back to the fucking story. Now, this dude is forcing us to actually, well, he's not really forcing us, really. Okay, he kind of is. Fuck. We didn't anticipate, since he never said anything about it, like, at first, about, like, the payments and shits, because, like, we were actually, like, already prepared to go and, like, pay for, like, our monthly rent for August, right? Like, we were prepared for this motherfucker, but we didn't anticipate the fact that he was actually going to go and force us to go and, pay for the first month's rent that was basically in fucking July. Like, we just moved the fuck into the place on the last week of fucking July. We weren't completely in the bitch yet because his stuff was still out, like still just starting to go out, and we were just now starting to get in, and we weren't really living there at all yet. We were still at the other fucking place, the apartment and shit, living in fucking darkness for a while. Then when we finally got the fuck in, it was mostly like around fucking August. Like second week of fucking August, we start living in there and trying to move and shit at the same fucking time. So I didn't understand that at all, and he didn't fucking explain it correctly, I guess. Anyway, though, we were basically paying extra for the whole fucking month of July as if we were living there the whole fucking time, along with August, even though we just started moving in during the last week of fucking July. And we didn't get to go and completely be settled inside the fucking house until, like, near the end of August. Like, mid to end of August. As again, like, I just fucking said, like, this shit's really not fucking fair and it's not right, but my grandfather wants his money whenever the fuck he wants it, and we don't have any other fucking places to go, so, of course, we're just gonna fucking do as he fucking requests and demands with his money, so, why not? Anyway, though, we also had to go and fucking prepare for September's monthly rent, but again, we couldn't fucking really do that correctly because we didn't anticipate fucking paying for July or anything. So we basically used September's monthly rent that we were saving up to pay for fucking July because he never fucking told us that he was going to charge us for that shit in the fucking first place until the last goddamn minute when we were already prepared to go and get business done for August. Which is complete bullshit. Again! But anyway, let's go and move on. Now, this dude was forcing us to go and pay for fucking monthly rent and bills for July, August, and September at the same time. We just got settled in this bitch. With another unprecedented monthly rent and bills from when he was still here before we moved the fuck in, along with expecting the same shit in October, which would be in the present, which would be now. Even though my mom managed to pay all of it miraculously, apparently though, that shit still wasn't good enough for my grandfather because he's still trying to kick us the fuck out as soon as possible. After taking our money and just because apparently we were late with the payments for like a few days. Because all this shit was just so fucking sudden, and you can't like really expect someone to like always just come out of fucking pocket with like $2,000, $3,000, or $4,000 fucking dollars like right off the fucking bat like that, dude. Even with like 2 or 3 fucking people contributing with money and shit, that's still a lot of fucking cash just to go and be producing and shit out the ass, especially if it's just like so sudden and you don't expect it because the other person doesn't fucking clearly tell you exactly what you're paying for, like every little fucking thing you're paying for, like right off the bat. They tell you like what you're paying for after you already paid for one thing. It's kind of like this. Say for instance, like we just paid for the first month's rent. It's like, hey, we just paid for the first month's rent. It's about fucking $1,500. Oh, that's great. But now, what about the month's rent from before? And you're like, the fuck? I didn't pay for that because I wasn't here and you never mentioned that. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you're gonna have to pay for that or we're kicking you the fuck out right now. And then you're gonna have to go and come up with even more money for the following month right after. So, yeah, I hope you have another fucking $3,000 because this shit is gonna be fucking awesome. That's how I'm fucking looking at this shit. It's really not fucking great. So, it's not fair. It's not funny. Like I'm trying to make like a little fun out of it because it's fucked up, but I'm just trying to like lighten up the mood a little bit. I'm still being very serious, and I'm really not fucking happy about this whole situation at all. The fact of the matter is that this shit is just completely and obviously fucking bullshit at its finest, dudes. Like, I mean, like, why the fuck, like, would he just go along with all this trouble and chaos just getting us the fuck out, like, of our apartment and shit, and just to get us into his house to rent it the fuck out and such, like, we're his grandchildren and shit, and that would be awesome, and he said it was okay. Just to take what little cash we could fucking scrounge up and shit, with nothing to save up right the fuck after, and then kick us the fuck out 2.5 months later. From my perspective, that's a professional way of saying, fuck you, I have your money, now get the fuck out of my goddamn house, you poor ass motherfuckers. That's exactly what's on my mind from this fucking perspective. In a professional manner, however. You guys remember though from earlier in this fucking commentary about how exactly I was doing some fucking investigative work and shit, like some Batman Sherlock Holmes type bullshit? Well, yeah, it actually came in fucking handy because after piecing together every goddamn thing that's happened so motherfucking far, I quickly found out that it wasn't just the bills that he was pissed off about. It was me specifically that he was pissed off at. He was taking out his frustrations on my mom and forcing her to pay extra shit for bills that I didn't fucking understand, and she didn't fucking understand at first until I really looked at this shit. Basically, it seems that my fucking grandfather is pissed the fuck off at me, mostly because I don't have a fucking job yet, officially, and apparently because since I don't have an official job yet, that means that he's not getting more fucking money since my mom can't do everything on her own like she says that she can most of the fucking time, even though that's untrue. He's also mad at my mom because she refused to go and kick me out of the house. He basically just wanted the satisfaction of me actually going to his house and then just having my mom just kick me the fuck out and basically say fuck you like right then and there. Which she actually has done a couple times before, but just not this time entirely yet. Mostly because she thinks that she can go and use me to go and help her with the bills and such a lot more once I actually do go and get an official job and such. So I'm basically going to be the only one really paying for everything, and she's just going to basically take a back seat. And the house will technically be mine in a weird fucking way, which I really don't want, because I want to move somewhere else and I don't want to be bound to everyone else, but that's basically the only reason why my mom didn't fucking kick me out. She wanted to use me for financial stability, in a nutshell. It's fucked up, I know, but that is the truth. So, even though like there's really no fucking problem helping my mom and shit, and it's just really fucking stressful, like overall, just dealing with all this, I can't really fucking help this, to be honest, except for just consistently trying my best to go and get a fucking job. Like, I've had no official job for like over 2 fucking years that I've been out of my school so far. I'm 20 years old. I graduated about 2 years ago. It's 2014. I graduated in 2012. I was expecting to go and get a shitload of different fucking job opportunities and such, and just go to college or something and continue my fucking way in YouTube and such, and filmmaking, and entrepreneurship and such. However, though, shit did not go exactly as planned, as nothing in life ever fucking does. See, I was really not expecting to have to go and fucking lose my house during the first week of me fucking graduating. Sure, we had like a fucking graduation party and shit, but right the fuck after that, about 2 days after, we got fucking notice that we're losing our fucking house. And apparently, just because I just turned fucking 18, I just graduated, everyone fucking blamed me for that shit and tried to use me as a scapegoat to go and put all their fucking problems on and shit. Just because they couldn't sell with the fact that they fucked up and that they didn't manage their money correctly, which is bullshit. Let me be very clear with you guys. Just because one is a gamer, just because one uses computers, PlayStations and such, and YouTube on a consistent basis, maybe not every day, but frequently, does not mean that that one technological fucking person is taking up all the electricity in the entire fucking house every goddamn time. It is everyone taking up electricity. It is not only signaled out on one fucking person, like my family always tries to go and put the blame on me with. And I know somewhere out there others have actually had the same type of problems as well. It's a group fucking effort with electricity. Everyone's using electricity either for lighting, for TV, for gaming, or what the fuck ever, but it's never only specifically on one person. So next time when someone tries to go and put the blame on you for that type of shit, fucking call them on their bullshit, because everyone is actually taking up the electricity at the same fucking time. It's never just one fucking person. It always goes both ways with that type of shit. If I already knew like that all this shit was gonna happen, I would have already been made an incredible effort to go and get a fucking official job a lot earlier and such, so I can go and like prevent any of these fucking problems from happening. problem was that I decided to go and listen to fucking family down to a fucking T about not getting a job while in high school and only worrying about fucking schoolwork, when I know damn well I could have actually done both at the same fucking time. But because of my little fucking error, it's apparently costing me now in the fucking present, where we're about to become fucking homeless again. Well, actually, my family really isn't about to become homeless. Mostly I'm about to get homeless because everyone's still pinning the blame on me. So basically, whenever there's fucking bills that need to get fucking paid, whenever someone's fucking up or whatever, most of the time I'm always the scapegoat with everyone in this whole fucked up family to go and pin the problems on, all because apparently, just because I don't have an official fucking job, that means I'm not a fucking human being. That also means I don't have the right to fucking speak honestly. That also means that I don't have the right to go and be fucking unique and fucking normal. That also means that apparently no matter what I say, even if it's the most interesting, most honest thing I can possibly say coming out of my fucking mouth, even if it's fucking God's words coming out of my fucking mouth, just because I'm not, like, fucking wealthy right now, or just having like a fucking job in general, and giving my money willingly with no fucking like givebacks or contributions to myself, like, okay, like me just basically giving away free fucking money to everyone around me, should just because like I'm not doing that and still having everyone fucking disrespect me and call me names and insult me and shit every fucking chance to get and degrade my fucking rights as a person, then that apparently makes me a very, very horrible person, a devil spawn. Holy shit. Oh my god, I can't even fucking tell you how many fucking times I got fuck you, I hate you, and all this other shit from family members, all because of this little fucking thing. And it's not like I'm not trying either. Again, I need like some fucking work experience and credentials and shit. I really am like kind of like a workaholic. It's not like I don't have like anything official, but I am like always trying to do something here. I do odd jobs for people. I clean their shit, cut their lawns, wipe their fucking cars sometimes, do over the fucking counter. Oh, actually, I'm sorry, under the fucking counter jobs sometimes whenever the fuck they're available. Temp jobs. I just started fucking doing those. I didn't know how the fuck they worked or knew where anything was, because people are just now starting to tell me right the fuck like 2 weeks before we're about to get kicked the fuck out. So this is some bullshit. Let's see. Even the shittiest jobs I can possibly fucking think of, the easiest ones you can possibly get that pay you minimum fucking wage, I can't even get those just because apparently I don't have any fucking college experience at all, or because I have never had an official job documented before at all, which means I have absolutely no fucking real work experience that anyone wants to fucking tolerate and try to teach me new shit on the fucking job. Except for very few that have actually said yes. But whenever a fucking job says yes, we always end up getting kicked the fuck out of the goddamn house, and we end up fucking moving somewhere else, miles away from the specific job that's actually accepted me. So, also, we don't have a fucking car anymore either. We haven't had a fucking car since we moved into the goddamn apartment. So we've literally gone at least about 4 months without having a fucking proper vehicle of, transportation. The only thing we've had so far are fucking bikes. But now I can't even use the fucking bikes because my brother got one of our fucking bikes stolen because of his negligence not paying fucking attention to a bike while he was at school. The other one was apparently my bike that I was supposed to have, but apparently it got fucking destroyed. Fell the fuck apart. I tried to fix it the best way I can, still tried to use it, but it had to be taken apart and shit. So now I don't have a fucking bike. So my brother doesn't have a bike. My fucking like sister, she has a bike too, but she never uses it, and that's just broken as fucking small as fuck, so I can't use that. My youngest brother is really the only one who has actually like a fucking working bike besides my mom, but both of them just basically transition, and those things are way too fucking small for me or my brother to go and use, so we have to walk every damn where, or use the bus as well and waste even more fucking money going to somewhere that we could easily get to on a fucking bike in less than about 15-20 minutes, or in a car less than 5 to 10 minutes, but walking that shit takes at least about 30 or 40 fucking minutes to get to, or sometimes even an hour or two, just because everything where I am is too far away to get to just on foot on a timely manner, unless you go incredibly fucking early, but still it takes like a couple hours just to get to on foot, which is bullshit. The fucking mall over here. I've done some videos and such where I actually tried testing this theory on like just getting the fuck to the mall and trying to get the fuck back home because I'm lucky to go and miss the damn bus. No one's gonna fucking come after me and shit and come help me and pick me up, so obviously I have to go and do this shit on my own. I go to fuck on the fucking highway in fucking areas I've never even been to before, sometimes in the dark, sometimes in the daytime, but either way, I'm trying my best to get the fuck back home because I have no other fucking way to get there, and it takes a couple hours, 2-3 fucking hours. Just to get to the fucking mall, it takes at least about a good fucking hour and a half to about 2 hours, but getting the fuck back home though while walking, that's a totally different story because you have to remember every fucking where you've been so far, try to dodge cars, make sure they see you so they don't hit your ass, or if you're going through the neighborhoods and shit, it's a lot more fucking dangerous than the fucking highway because there's a lot of fucked up people around here that will actually fuck you up and steal your shit. So it's either go and take your chances on the fucking highway and probably go and get hit by a fucking car in the dark or some shit, or some dumbass who just can't fucking drive in general, or gonna get mugged, stabbed, shot, raped, or whatever in the fucking neighborhoods over here. So yeah, it's basically just picking your poisons. Anyway, no matter what I do, I'm still being yelled at, I'm still being cursed the fuck out, and on top of that, nothing I do will ever be good enough. Just being here with family and such, supposedly. Even though I'm helping out and such, is still not good enough. Besides, with that cash and bills and shit, no one even told me about the complete estimate of the cash that would be needed for the electric bill in the fucking first place. Since whenever I asked about it, it was always fucking answers like, it's being taken care of, it's enough money, don't worry about it, you don't have a job, so why are you asking? It's like always this type of smart ass fucking comments and shit that I don't like really freak the fuck out about, and it normally just fucking goes like right over me because I really don't care about this type of shit. But when you consistently hear this shit like over and over and over again, and you know you're doing shit like almost every other fucking day, just trying to fucking survive, contribute, or trying to protect people who really don't give a fuck about you in the first place, or pretend like they do just because they're expecting you don't give them shit. But when they figure out that you can't, they just basically ignore you and treat you like you're not a fucking person anymore. That shit gets really fucking old and also changes you a bit as well. I may goof around, I may say some stupid shit, I may actually go and sound and even look weird as well. But overall, dudes, I'm really not a fucking idiot or anything like that like all the time. I'm actually quite intelligent. I'm 20 years old, still trying to go and find my way in this fucking world. I've always been highly independent on everything that I've done so far in my entire life. I've never really had any help with anything that I've ever done, like, to be honest, at all. Some people might say like they've helped me with this and that, but to be honest, they haven't done shit for me that I already couldn't do myself. Very few people, like only like a handful of people, have actually tried to help me and have actually tried to talk to me on their own without trying to go and take something from me or expecting me to do something for them. It's like always the same shit all the fucking time. I do so much fucking work to go and help out as many people as possible who I think at first are actually worth it until I actually test them to see what the fuck they're really all about and what they really want from me. And it's always them trying to take something from me. People always taking advantage, people always trying to use me for something, people just being lazy as fuck and just not trying to go and help themselves at all, and always expecting someone who can actually do this type of shit on their own, which would be me, and the other few fucking badasses in the world, to go and do everything for them. And then when you retaliate because you obviously figure this shit the fuck out and you don't want to be part of it anymore, and you don't want to be anyone's bitch, they get fucking offended and shit like they were doing something the whole fucking time when they weren't. So there's also that. I don't take any shit from anyone regardless of the age if I don't have to. Of course I'll respect elders, but if someone's coming and ask me like I really don't like and it's really disrespectful and just completely off the cuff, I do say something and I will fucking react, and I will go and put someone back in their fucking place. Done it before, done it many times. I don't give a fuck. I'm very realistic, and I do fight for anything and everything that I believe in. Regardless of how fucking small it may appear to someone else, it always holds value to me in some way or form if I'm interested in it, in a very big and expansive way. So, while you guys may laugh at me at times for the jokes that I go on to say and the stupid things I may actually do sometimes in videos, just know that I'm very, very realistic about a lot of things that I do. Like, everything that I'm doing really is from like a very honest perspective and standpoint. Even like people who just do like that little bullshit, like where they just say like a couple honest things about themselves, like when some serious shit is happening, and then like other than that they just completely fake as fuck. I don't do that. I just do whatever the fuck comes naturally to me at the specific moment that I'm actually making a video, or just at a specific time that a situation is actually arriving in shit. Completely genuine and completely honest about everything I'm doing, and I won't stare you guys wrong with anything that I'm doing. And if I am, for whatever the fuck reason, or it may appear that way, just call me out on it. It's alright. I don't fucking take, like, offense to criticism or anything. It's just gonna go and help me out. I just love to go and be honest and help out people, but I don't like to be fucking used and taken advantage of by people who are just weak as fuck and don't know how to do shit on their own, and refuse to do shit on their own if they do know how to go and do stuff on their own and such, because that's just fucking cowardly. And it's weakness. I don't like that. I do not fucking tolerate. I've never tolerated before, and I will never tolerate now to the day I die. So yeah, I'm very serious about the things I do and the things I take interest in. YouTube is also one of my main interests in this as well, and also one of my biggest passions of my entire life so far, besides just gaming just for the hell of it. For instance, I really, really am a tenacious bastard whenever it comes to something I'm actually very passionate about, and that actually makes me genuinely happy for once. So that being said, just take a look at this. The gameplays that you guys have been seeing this whole time is just from me being offline this entire time. I've found a way to go and adapt and just be resourceful. I learned how to go and use new features, or mostly just old features I just didn't fucking understand at first, on my Elgato game capture device, and just ended up producing more videos and such just offline though, with just normal stuff, just without like being live streamed and such. I felt like you always had to be live streamed to like record, but that wasn't the truth, so I'm gonna have to like make like an update video or some shit like that whenever I do like a tutorial on the Elgato. But yeah, I'm trying to learn here. Like I'm learning on my own. I don't have like any help or guidance or any of that fucking shit at all that most others actually have to some degree. I don't have any support. I really don't have anyone except for just my fucking subscribers. My subscribers are really the only reason why I'm still trying my damnedest to actually still produce videos and such, even though I have no Wi-Fi. I literally have to go and make the videos at home. Like, even though I have like no Wi-Fi, I can still make it like offline and shit with movie makers and shit. But besides that, in Elgato, all I can do is just make the videos at home, just edit it, record on it, and then just go somewhere else, far away, miles away actually. It's not like really that far, but sometimes it is if the places are close. But anyway, it's far away, miles away or whatever, just to go and get the fucking videos where is actually Wi-Fi available on a fucking flash drive, and then just upload directly to YouTube from there. So yeah, I do a lot of shit, and I make like a lot of effort and everything just to go and bring you guys videos, because I'm very passionate about everything I'm doing that makes me happy, just like anyone else would. But I think I go an extra yard, just like anyone else would as well, so that's good. I'm not lazy or any of that bullshit. My passion for YouTube used to just be nothing at first, because I really didn't understand it, and I really didn't care for it at first until I really started to see the value of YouTube when it first started and everything, and when everyone else was just getting started. It really inspired me to just go and continuously just strive to do even better and whatever the fuck I thought was completely possible, and whenever someone said no, fuck you can't do that, I could easily say fuck you, yes I can, and get the fuck out of my way before I run you over. So yeah, that's basically what I've learned so far. Well, one of the first lessons I've learned so far from YouTube. That's really helped me out a long way. I really, really love to go and make videos and make people happy and entertain everyone, because it feels like I'm actually doing something right for once, instead of always being told that I'm wrong for doing the most common sense things, or just like the smartest things I'm always told I'm wrong too, or being fought against, literally, or getting the cops called on me just because I'm expressing my honest opinions on what exactly I generally love to do and talk about, and just because I'm not seeing exactly what others want to hear and such, and they can't handle the truth, they feel threatened by that for whatever the fuck reason, and decide that they have to attack me. Or go and get someone else to go and reprimand me and manipulate my actions and words and thoughts through fear and fucking force, just so that they can go and feel superior about themselves. And that's not right, especially if it's just fucking people related to you as well. That's even harder to fucking deal with, because you can't really do so much unless you just fucking leave. And believe me, I do want to fucking leave, but I don't have enough cash to go and leave. I'm fucked right now financially. I don't have any cash to go and really do so much except for just get by each day. There's always people trying to manipulate my actions and my words and such just because I'm honest and I don't fall for the normal bullshit that everyone else does, and I can see between the lines faster than most others can as well. It's like really fucked up. The weaker people keep trying to do this. So yeah, and also I'm very honest and I'm realistic with a lot of shit, especially with this. I'm not gonna like steer you guys wrong with any kind of overly dramatic shit, but I will go and tell you guys straight up and bluntly from my own perspective on what the fuck's happening, exactly the way it's happening, without people trying to keep secrets and all this other stupid shit. Because I really hate that. Secrets get people fucked up, and I really don't want that to happen anymore. I'm tired of it. And on top of that, it's affecting me a lot more because I'm getting fucked up regardless of what I'm trying to go and achieve. I'm just trying to help out people. So, yeah. I highly respect people that can actually hold their own weight, so that's pretty amazing to me. Someone who can actually go and hold their own fucking weight and can actually go and still expand and just do everything they want, regardless of situations and such, and don't just let fucking problems completely tear them down and they completely and utterly give up. I really highly respect anyone who actually does that on a consistent basis, regardless of everything stacked against them and such. I don't really have any friends either. That's another big problem. Yeah, I basically am just a fucking loner. I do everything by myself, like 97% of the time? 97, 98 fucking percent of the time, I'm always by myself, and I have no real friends. In YouTube, I have like a couple associates, but that's as of like a friend, someone I can actually go up to. I don't have any of those. I never have before. So, besides that though, I'm just a loner who just tries to go and entertain people as best I can, and tries to go and put smiles on people's faces, along with myself as well, as like a sense of purpose, I suppose, since I don't really have anything else very good going on in my life at all. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed anything or you can relate to anything in this fucking video, please make sure you guys go and leave comments below, and also make sure to go and subscribe for more weekly videos as well. I'm gonna make sure to go and put the other big ass reasons, like of my absence and everything, and all the bullshit that's been going on inside my reality later on inside of some other fucking videos as well. But please just think about this. Like, what do you guys think about my situation so far, just with like not having Wi-Fi and dealing with family bullshit and such right now? Is it similar to you guys? Can you guys relate to it? Do you guys like have like any solutions I could possibly do right now? Because I am really about to get fucked right now. Actually, no, I'm already fucked right now, but I'm trying my best to like just survive as much as possible. And even though my family's not really doing so well, I'm still trying to help them out and protect them the best way I can, regardless of all the dramatic bullshit. So, yeah. By the way, if any families actually listen to this, it's not all of you. I repeat, I'm not talking about all of you. It's just a few of you that have actually been giving me the problems. And they actually know who they are. They're just pretending like they don't know. So don't take this to heart, okay? Anyway, though, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you guys as always, and I'll see you guys later.